planners and bullet journals, art projects, organized planner chic.
Well, hello, Planner Babes, and welcome to Organized Planner Chic. I'm Lucinda, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so and select the bell for notifications. I publish 1 to 2 recorded videos per week on planning, junk journaling, craft room organization, and related shopping hauls. I also post an additional live video most weeks. And I want to thank all my Patreon members who help make it possible to create videos like this. Well, thank you guys so much. And if you're interested in supporting me on Patreon, just go to patreon.com/organizedplannerchic. Okay, Planner Babes, let's get this plan with me started. I am doing a weekly bullet journal spread inside of an A6 traveler's notebook. And I'm going to start off by drawing all the lines that I need for the setup that I want to do for this week. And that's one of the blessings of bullet journaling. You can change things up from week to week if you need to. If there are new things going on in your life or you find that something else works better that you want to try. And this traveler's notebook I actually created in my last live stream, and I will put the link to that in the description below for you guys and in the iCard, so be sure and check that out. And so first I'm going to be drawing a couple of page flags. The first one here on the left is going to be where I'm going to write the date, which I'll do that here at the end. At the end of drawing all the lines. I want to do all those first. So I'm going to have the date up here for the current week, and then I'm going to have a smaller one on the right side that will be for the week of the year. Like I think it's the 32nd or 33rd week of the year. And a little trick I have to have a pretty neat flag is I put a dot there in the center of where I've drawn the lines, and then I just take my little tiny ruler that I've had for like 20 years and I draw them from the center point to the end of the line, and it makes a pretty neat flag. I need to get better at making that little dot a lot lighter because it's pretty dark here, which makes it a little bit obvious that I put it there, but I'll get better. I'll start paying better attention to that. Yeah. So yeah, this little flag here will be, like I said, the week of the year. And then I'm going to draw the next line at the bottom on the right side, about 4 lines up. This is an insert that came from a Dollar Tree Traveler's Notebook, and I actually used the Dollar Tree Traveler's Notebook as the template for making the Traveler's Notebook, making this cover that I made in the live stream. And so at the bottom there where I've got 4 lines, I'm going to be doing a couple of stamps for my tracking, and then the set of lines right above that will be for the weekend, and then the 2 sets above that will be for Thursday and Friday, and then I'll have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday here on the left side. And they aren't the exact same number of lines on both sides because of course I only have tracking on the right. I don't have the same number of days, and so you just do what works for you, right? So now here I'm going to make a column for the little boxes that are going to have the dates, the days of the week and the date that corresponds with each day. Of course, I messed up a little bit and I'm using some white out. Bic is my favorite correction tape. And so that's what I'm using there, and I'm just fixing that. Now later on I'm going to discover that there's some stickers that I really want to use for the date, so I'm going to be covering that up in a little bit. But normally I just put the day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc., in these boxes with the date next to them, and then it just helps me divide everything and see what date I'm working with. Now here I put a little dot to divide up Saturday and Sunday, and I actually meant to draw that vertical line all the way down through that set of 5 lines, but I forgot, but I will do it later. And so I'm just going to make Saturday and Sunday a little bit different because they're set up differently. Now this stamp set, I love it. It's an American Crafts stamp set, and actually says hip stamp hooray, I guess is maybe the I don't know, category of this set, but I really like it. I got it from, where did I get it from? Hobby Lobby. It was, I think, $5.99, $5 and some change, and it was not on sale, so at 50% off, it would have been half of that. And now I'm using a Dollar Tree brush pen. I actually shared these brush pens in a recent Dollar Tree haul. I really, really like them, so you should try them out if you're thinking about it. If you run across them and you think, oh, they're probably not very good because they're from Dollar Tree, but I do like them. They are kind of broad, so when you brush with them, but they work really well for stamping because I am not a good stamper with an ink pad. I always get extra ink on the lines and I don't always catch it to wipe it off, but it's so much easier if I just take a brush pen like this and just go across the raised parts of the stamp, and I can do that a few times, and then it was very easy for me to just wipe off a little extra spot. I just had a little tiny spot that had extra ink, because when I do it with the stamp, I always have extra line. I mean, not every time I stamp, but I can't get through all the stamping that I want to do without having some. So this works out perfectly. Look at that. Yeah. And well, it's not 100% perfect, but all of the stamping is on there and I don't have any extra lines. So I'm doing it again. I just used a wipe to take off the extra ink, and I did put a little bit more ink in a couple of spaces there than I wanted, but I didn't have any extra lines. And in the future, I'm just going to use the type of microfiber cloth that I use to clean my glasses. You know, it's the kind that doesn't have any kind of cottoniness or whatever, to really smooth, and maybe just some soapy water or something so that I don't waste by using a bunch of wipes. And so now I'm just actually writing in all of the dates there like I described earlier. And so it's coming together, y'all. Yeah, and then we got Saturday and Sunday there. And now on these stamps, they actually don't include the first initial for Monday through Sunday, and so I have to write those in. I might look for a stamp like that, but this is fine in the meantime. And so now I'm just writing all of the stuff that I like to track. Normally it only covers about halfway or maybe 2/3 of the second stamp, but I do have a few projects that I'm working on right now for this week, and so I had room to add them there. Yeah. So now I'm using a stencil that I actually got in a set of, I believe it was 6. It might have been 9 from the 99-cent only store, and they were actually only 99 cents at that time. Now most things are at least $1.29 or something now at 99-cent store, but they do still have stuff for 99 cents. And so I'm using that instead of the stamp from the stamp set, because this already has lines, and those boxes in the stamp set don't line up with those lines, so I'm just using the stencil for individual boxes. And you see I put in that line that I meant to earlier. Now I love these stickers, you guys. I got 2 sets of these Squishmallow sticker books from, they're 2 different books. One opens up like a regular book and the other one opens from the top, but I got them from the Five Below store when I was in Colorado, and I love them so much. Now you see I found these stickers right here that I was like, I must use these for the days of the week. I was going to try to use it for something else, but I was like, it doesn't really work. And so I'm now covering up the days of the week that I already had on there, which is totally fine because I'm loving these stickers. And I tried not to use the ones, and I'm going to put the days of the week and the date back on top, but I tried not to use any that had like a little tail or something sticking out because it didn't quite cover up the words that I already had as well. And so I'm just being particular as to which ones that I pull out to cover that and make sure they're nice and straight. But these are so cute, y'all. They're so adorable. I am definitely a Kawaii person. Now I don't just do Kawaii stickers. I love anything that's cute, anything that I think is pretty, anything that's vintage, but I think Kawaii is probably my first love when it comes to stickers. Yeah, and they didn't fit well for the weekend, so I just let that go, and it's perfectly fine because I got 5 days of the week, and the weekend is kind of its unique thing anyway. So now I'm going in through my stencil and taking using one of the boxes to add in a place for my scripture reading for each day of the week. And so I just had to write down the days of the week again and the date for where I put the stickers. Now this washi tape sticker is from my Stick 2. It's STICK Roman numeral 2 subscription that I love, love, love so much. I get the Kawaii one, but they have also have what is it, vintage. They have Kawaii and vintage. I want to say they have another one too, and so I'm probably going to add vintage as a set also because I really, really love them. So now I'm adding another page flag to put the week number here in this space, and using my same little trick by putting the little dot there to make a neat little flag. So I'll write that back in there. And now I am going to use another one of the Dollar Tree brush pens just to add a little bit of color on the weekend. Now that Monday through Friday have some color there, I just felt like it looked a little naked. So now this is my traveler's notebook that I use for my Bible study, and I'm just using it as a reference right now to write down the scriptures that I am to read for these particular days of the week for this week. And so I'll just get those written in there. I love setting it up like that at the beginning of the week so I don't have to look anywhere else for that part. Yeah. And then what do I have going on after this? Oh, as you can see, for Saturday and Sunday, it's up under with all the other blocks and not to the side because again the weekend is set up differently. So here is the tricky part, is going through all the beautiful stickers and deciding which ones do I want to use to actually decorate now that all of the functional stuff is on here, and they're all so cute. So I needed to find ones that I really liked to set up for this spread, but also that fit into the space. And so that can be kind of tricky, but the good thing about these sticker books is they have really similar shapes in different sizes. So like I might find one that I really like and then it's too big for the space, but somewhere in the book there's usually one that's small enough that's still really close to that sticker that I wanted to use. But there were some that were very, very unique that they were just too big, and you'll see some of that here in a little bit that I couldn't use. But with some of the smaller ones I could put 2 or 3 together and have a really nice, so like that one I just had on there that was black and white. I really wanted to use that, but it was too big. But yeah, so some of the little ones you'll see here in a moment, I could put 2 or 3 together and it would look really, really cute. So I like these with the headphones and the little boom box, and I had room to put a little treble clef, is that the right word? Trying to remember my music, y'all. Right there. So I felt like I needed to balance the washi, so I'm putting some more of that washi that I had from my Stick To subscription, and then I'm going to cover up where I had that white out there at the top with some really thin washi I've had a long time, and then just a little piece there at the bottom. And that's how it turned out, you guys. I think it's so cute. I hope you like it. Well, before we close today, I want to let you guys know that I am on Instagram at Organized Planner Chic, where I post all of my creative ventures and adventures. I also have 2 Facebook groups. The one for anyone around the world is called Organized Planner Chic Crew, and the local one is called Phoenix Planner Friends for Christ. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and comment and share. It really helps my channel a lot, and it tells that YouTube algorithm to recommend my videos. You guys, please take care of your mind, body, and spirit, because when one area suffers, they all suffer. Please continue to pray for me, and I'll continue to pray for you. And until next time, everyone, happy planning!